be a medical video. This is gonna be a medical video. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. We're gonna spend the first 12 minutes kind of watching it, but you can totally skip it and everything a little bit later. So here we go.
How does my head look?
Right here. You got a cut on your head. Can you put pressure here? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. Can you put pressure here?
Yeah, you don't want to put a lot of pressure on a skull.
Yeah, went down. Just hold these.
Especially if it's open skull fracture.
Just went down and then I slid out of his way.
So there's blood. That's why you have PPE in your trauma kit. Looks like it was a group ride. Yeah, it's not going to clean it off. Now you got dirty, bloody hands. Good job staggering. We're not staggering, but staging. Protect from traffic. So this is where having some people to help. Anybody know what he said? Just think, look at the area. So it looks like maybe somebody cut him off. Panic braked probably. The road is wet. Alright, so on the ground, he has a head injury. Okay, head injury. Why do you think he has a bleeding head injury? Is it because we're not wearing, the road is slippery, he tried to move, but he slipped. Okay, yep. Why do you think he has a head injury? He probably didn't have a helmet on. Probably didn't have a helmet on. So it looks like police is on scene. So they're typically first responders. They're not EMTs, but first responders still have more training than bystanders. So if you get bystander assistance training, you're very close to a first responder. So a big cruiser ride. There's a bobber. So look at everyone's blocking traffic, everyone's moving things. So EMS still hasn't shown up. So this is why I want you guys to get the training, because paramedics and fire and EMTs still haven't shown up yet. It takes time to get dispatched.
I think it's right arm.
So now we have police on scene. So he's gonna get gloves probably. Yeah, the other guy has gloves. And here comes the fire truck. So how long do you think they might have been on scene? Pretty long time. So there's the ambulance and everything. I want to see more of the patient. You notice how he's not moving very much. He's not moving very much. Yeah, everyone get out of the way. So I would like you guys to be able to assist another rider. You can get some medical training in the description. We do have some trauma kits on the store pretty soon. If it's sold out now, you're kind of screwed for now. But we're going to be getting more and more and more, okay? So keep an eye on the store, motorcycletrainingconcepts.com.
Estaba con la cabeza cortada. Yo le fui y le puse presión. Me estaba cayendo toda la sangre. Tiene un corte así en la cabeza. Y no, y estaba
Hit his head, I know that.
le puse presión. No, creo que en algo se cortó ahí. No traía casco.
¿No traía casco?
No.
Yeah, those gloves you're going to want to take off. You don't want them on your hands anymore.
Estoy aguantando, pero yo porque siempre con él de frente.
¿Y qué pasó? ¿Aceleraron fuerte?
No, en esta línea
También es malosísimo ahí. Hay que tener cuidado ahorita.
So right now, at this point, they can take over. Fire and police. So leading up to it, though, you're going to want to assist. Now, let's go ahead and see what they actually do. So watch how long it takes because they're getting everything situated. So it looks like the firefighter is going to go back to get the gurney. Paramedic and captain or engineer is right there getting documentation, getting everything situated, doing assessment. Part of being a smart rider is acquiring and utilizing personal protective equipment. So make sure you grab yourself a jacket just like this one from REVZILLA using the link in the description. It's an affiliate link. It helps me out. No extra cost to you. Plus, it lets REVZILLA know that the DanDan crew is pretty badass, and they actually grab some gear. Anyways, click that link. I'll see you soon. So,
Man, that was nasty fall.
Nasty fall, just kind of talking, trying to figure things out. We got the gurney getting back out. There he is. Because he already knows, hey, we're transporting. We're transporting. Fire is blocking. We got a big ladder truck blocking traffic. So this whole road is pretty much blocked. Sorry, everybody. We're going to handle this.
Shit, you're done. In the rain, it's over. That's just fucking dangerous.
So your tires can handle a lot.
We lost 3 guys, didn't we?
So in rain, your tires can handle a lot.
No good bikes.
So that, see, those my little trauma kit has nothing on that kit right there. That's a big kit. That has everything you need. You got a backboard in there. So what they're gonna do is they're probably put a C-collar on the patient, put him supine, put him on the board, secure him to the board, secure him to the gurney,
Mira,
take him to the hospital.
cómo quedaron los pedazos. Pero cómo se abrió con
Yep. They're already getting prepped and ready for transport. They're getting everything situated on that gurney.
Pero ese traslado, pero le cayó la moto encima.
No sería, bro. Probablemente se le enganchó la mano en algo y
Oh, es una pesa.
There's the C-collar coming out. He's getting it worked. They're kind of stiff, so he's just kind of like a baseball glove getting it worked in, so it's comfier, moldable. And that doesn't prevent you from moving your head. It just reminds you not to move your head. So he's got, she's given him 4x4s and 5x9s, which we do have in our kit. We do have 4x4s and 5x9s. And he's probably going to be applying a little bit of pressure to any of the wounds, stopping the bleed, but probably not a lot of bleeding going on. I'm wondering if they're going to go ahead and expose the patient since it was a crash like this. But they might not, just because there might not be any complaints of like leg injuries. All right, they're gonna apply bandage to the head, pretty much just so they don't get blood all over the gurney. Yeah, Heavy Harris, it's pretty uncomfortable with all that stuff. So yeah, they're bandaging the head right there. So the cop is trying to get information on which bike crashed. They're going to do their own scene investigation that they're supposed to be doing. EMS is doing what they need to do. So this is what I'm talking about, everybody, is that I used to be the guys right there. And my only concern was the patient. Now, if police have other concerns, other things they have to do, other job duties they have to do, if somebody needs to pick up that C-collar bag. You don't want to litter. But my only concern was definitely this right here. Like, I only cared about the person. We show up, doesn't matter who it is, we're going to take care of them. Why not have a trauma assessment record card in the kit? Because our main goal with that is to just stop the immediate bleeds. If you have any more training that you can do an assessment, please do so. What we do here's my wallet right now, is we have what's called a rescue card, and these are available. These are available on the store right now. So after a moto crash, this is like a very simple assessment. And the main thing is to get you in safety. So remain calm, ensure your own safety, stop the bleeding, quickly assess severity. And on the back end, you're going to have more information. So do they have any of these symptoms? Okay, so it's not going to be a substitute for actual training, but it's going to help you out. And I keep it in my wallet. So one thing that you can do is, it's like it says after a moto crash, kind of sticking out. So if you get confused of what you should have to do, get yourself a rescue card. So we got the guy standing up over there. He's just getting information, documenting, getting name, date of birth, stuff like that. Yeah, you can Ninja, so you can relay info to the responders and don't forget, and that's fine. The thing is, responders they don't expect you to know, and they're gonna do their own assessment too. So anything, Mythos, welcome. If you can give them anything, that's fine, but don't feel like you need to do a full transfer of care to them. That's not what we're here for. Yeah, so exactly, Samantha. So there's also the Red Cross Emergency app, which has an active wizard for problems. That's good too. It gives me good ideas. So right now, after they've fixed the bleeding of the head, they're gonna probably do an assessment of the other extremities. Looks like they took off the gloves. They're gonna get probably baseline vitals, which is gonna be blood pressure. I don't think they're gonna do glucose right now, but blood pressure, pulse, breathing rate and rhythm quality, pupils probably. See if they are responsive and active to light. What is this guy doing? But now it looks like they're just like, you know what? Nothing here that we're gonna do is gonna be a good assistance to this person. We need to get off scene and get them to a hospital so that they actually can do like an MRI, CT scan, and everything. Because you could possibly have a brain bleed. You could have something that's going on inside that will delay symptoms, bad symptoms. Once you start having the bad symptoms after something like this, you're pretty much not going to be doing well. And that's going to be some type of neurogenic shock that you might be going into, or having some complications of brain bleed. So that's going to be the thing. So I don't know who this guy just showed up. He might be like the president of the club or whatever he was at the beginning. Right now they're doing a good log roll. They're getting the patient on the board, and they're going to secure the patient on the board. I have a feeling I have a feeling this guy right here, there we go, that guy, might have some type of knowledge. If I was the firefighters on scene, I'd be like, hey, we got this, dude. Last thing I want is them to do it. So the reason why they're probably not using the C-collar right there is because it probably didn't fit them, and it would probably cause more problems. Looks like they cut off the jacket, cut off that. They wanted to check everything. So they're going to secure the patient possibly in comfort. That's why his legs are kind of up right now.
Huh? Who's with him? Anybody? Oh, here. I'm calling his wife right there. Got it?
Can you guys hear me while they're also talking? So they're securing the patient. They're going to have a head block on there so that they're like, what are you going to put the C-collar on? They might be putting it on now, but typically, no, he's going to throw it on the ground probably. You guys can hear me? Okay. Still securing the patient. They're going to get ready to lift the patient. There they go. They lifted the patient. 1, 2, 3, go. Now they're going to secure the patient to the actual gurney. So he's secured to the backboard, and now he's secured the backboard and him to the gurney. So the wrapping looks pretty crazy on his head, but it's just so you can secure it. And that wrapping is just, it's just 4x4. I was playing around with this. It's just 4x4. I'm not 4x4, but roll gauze, and then there we go. Let's get out of that. Some roll gauze, and then maybe 5x9 right here. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to walk you guys through what's happening during an accident scene like this and how long it can take. But that's the thing, is prior to the accident, if there was something worse, like they were bleeding out, or they couldn't breathe, do you know what to do? And that's the biggest thing. This is how slow it can go, but it's slow because it's methodical. That there's so many different things happening, and there's so many different people working with that patient. When it's just you, you have to do the job of everyone there. You have to, or you're not going to be able to save the life. Now, that's why I recommend you only do what is needed versus what everything should happen. So like they're doing C-collars, they're bandaging the patient, they're lifting on the gurney, they're cutting the clothes. There's one person doing one. There's always somebody doing something. Now, when it's just you, you need to be able to do it all, but you can't. So what do? We use a tourniquet if they're bleeding out of a limb. So you just use the tourniquet, boom, get it done. If they're bleeding out of a junctional spot, like in the collarbone or the groin area, you need to learn how to. You got to pack the wound. You got to stuff that wound to stop the bleeding. Make sure you guys are practicing with your blue tourniquets, which we'll be having on the store pretty soon. We ordered 100 blue tourniquets to practice with. So if you want to buy one, please do so. Once they're on the store, motorcycletrainingconcepts.com. But we're getting some orange ones in our new rescue kits. But you have a bunch of stuff inside You guys can build your own. We're getting 250 empty kits on the store, but our kits come with 2 tourniquets, 2 triangular bandages, the Sharpie to write the time. You got 5x9s. You got some roll gauze. That's the one right there. You get 2 of them. You get some gloves. You get 4x4s. You get an emergency blanket. You get a lot. You know, there's some more roll gauze back there. CPR mask and a whistle. Okay, and you get the rescue card that I showed you from my wallet. You get a cool patch, D for Crew Smart Rider. But you need to know how to use it. Okay, so you need to be able to take care of this patient. You need to be able to do what you need to do so that they stay alive prior to EMS showing up. It's a lot to do. It's a lot to do. So just focus on the bleeding that could kill them. So lots of blood, profuse bleeding. Bleeding that you're like, oh crap, that's a lot of blood. That's the stuff you worry about. And if they're not breathing, that's all you can do. That's all you can do. So take a stop to bleed class, take an accident scene management class, take a CPR class for American Heart or the Red Cross. There's so many things you can do to save another rider just in case. Okay? Guys, if you like this kind of stuff, we do this every Tuesday and Thursday on this channel at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time live. So make sure you check that out. But if you want to check out some other things like this video right here or this video right here, please do so. It supports the channel. Click that like button, by the way. Check into class. Anyways, I'll be seeing you around.